Today, this is Karen Meyer, and I'm Shanna Tate, and we're going to be talking about carpet care and maintenance today. And Karen is going to help me ask some questions about how questions customers would have about how to take care of their carpets. And so, Karen, do you have carpet in your house?
Sure, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you think about your carpet? Do you like it?
I do. I do run a daycare, so it does get a lot of staining problems. So I guess I am curious today of how to get rid of stains.
Well, that is a great question. We have some really awesome carpets here at Carpet One. We have Resista carpet, we have Leaves for Living, we have Good Housekeeping carpet, and they're all wonderful for getting your stains out. I have kind of a really unique question. Do you have a car, Karen?
Yes.
I bet Karen drives a Porsche. Yeah,
Yes.
Daycare girl, big bucks. Yeah, she drives
Yeah.
a Porsche 911. Yeah. Well, we're going to pretend that Karen got this Porsche about a year ago. And I drive a Ford Escort, and I got mine about the same time as Karen did. And you know, how do you maintain your Porsche, Karen?
Well, a lot of times I like to say, honey, it's time for you to go wash my car, but that doesn't always work. So I just take it into the shop and they do the regular maintenance on it.
Okay, well, you know, a Porsche probably costs a little bit more than a Ford Escort. Even though you drive them the same way or possibly don't drive them the same way. Now we're going to pretend that Karen is very, very busy and she does not have time to maintain her car. She'll go 6,000, 7,000 miles without changing the oil. And she's just too busy. She just doesn't want to check the tire pressure, and so maybe her tires get a little low and it shakes and rattles, and she just doesn't have time to wash that car. So she's not really maintaining her car at all. Now me, I love my little Ford Escort. And I regularly, every 3,000 miles, I change my oil. And I wash my car twice a week, whether it needs it or not. What do you think is going to happen after about 100,000 miles, 200,000 miles? Her Porsche is not going to run very well. And it's probably not going to last very long. My car, even though I paid a lot less for it, I have taken very good care of it. And you know, Karen, that is a perfect example of carpet care. Now people think that you should just be able to quick maybe vacuum your carpet once every couple weeks, once a month, and then they get upset when they paid money, good money for their carpet, and it's getting tracked and stained and it's getting fuzzy and it's wearing really bad. Don't you think that carpet care is something that they should be doing a little more regularly?
Should be.
So what kind of questions do you think the consumer has about taking care of their carpet?
Probably they would want to know how to remove stains.
Okay.
They probably would also want to know how often they have to vacuum or how often they need to shampoo it, and can they use their own little shampooer they have at home, or do they have to hire somebody?
Yeah, those are great questions. Now let's talk about the vacuuming. Now if they're just a husband and wife and you take your shoes off when you come in from the house, which you should be doing, you probably only need to vacuum a couple times a week. And you want to get a good vacuum cleaner, one that has a lot of suction. You want it to be able, when it goes across the carpet, it sucks through the back of the carpet so it gets all that dirt sucked out of it, because dirt is the enemy to carpet fiber. It actually has really, really sharp edges. You know, you can't really see it maybe unless you put it under a microscope. But what that does, when the sand and dirt gets in there, it cuts the carpet. You know, just like if you would lay and you'd sleep at night and your hair, you know, your hair gets all messy at night, you know, in the morning it sticks up like this, and what happens is your hair actually frays out, and it's just like carpet. It frays out, it collects dirt, and then the dirt actually cuts the carpet fibers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's why it looks like it's matted and frayed and isn't wearing well, and you think, I paid good money for that. Why isn't it holding up? Because you're not taking care of it. You with daycare, you'll have to vacuum your carpet a lot more often. Even in your doorways and your hallways, you should be vacuuming at least twice a week, maybe even more when you have children. And of course, we don't want to hear that. We'd like to just have a little genie come in and do the little magic genie vacuum sucky thing, but that's not going to happen. Unless your husband, does your husband do that for you?
Not too often,
You
no.
need to tell him that that is a power tool.
All right.
Yes, vacuum cleaner is a power tool. So we covered vacuuming. Now you had mentioned, what was the other thing you mentioned?
Spots. We've got a lot of spots and things like that.
Spot removal. If you get the spot right when it happens, is great. Now we have some great products over here called Capture. Very easy to use. You take the little little mister and you can mist it on your carpet. And then this is a powder. And this powder you shake on it and just work it in a little bit with the brush and let it dry for 30 minutes and then you can vacuum it up. For the tougher spots, Karen, you can use a spot and stain remover. Do you use those store-bought carpet cleaners?
I've thought about purchasing one, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to talk to you.
Well, that would seem to be the easy way to do it, but really to keep your manufacturer's warranties up, you need to have it professionally cleaned at least every 18 months, depending on your usage of your carpet. And the reason you do that is they know what it will take to clean it without wrecking the backing. You know, you don't want to wreck your carpet fibers. You don't want to take the color out of your carpet or melt it with too much hot water. You know, too hot of water can actually melt your carpet fibers, make it mat up. So you need to be really careful when you're cleaning your own carpets. You want to have it cleaned by a professional that is licensed for cleaning these type of carpets. Another great thing you may not have thought of is your carpet pad. This is really important with having to do with stains of your carpet. Let's say you spill, what would your kids spill?
Pop.
Pop. That's going to suck right down in there and go right through that backing. And where is it going to go? Right into your pad. So if you get a pad that has a moisture barrier, it'll hold that water just like that. Can you see that? And the water is not going to soak into that pad. So you have time to blot that water up. And it will actually come up through your carpet so that it will not hold that smell and that residue in your carpet.
That's interesting.
So a good pad is really, really important. Now, real quickly, we're going to do, would you take, this is Kool-Aid, if you want to mix a Kool-Aid into here. Most times Kool-Aids will stain a carpet. So we're just going to take our new Resista carpet. It's our new engineered fiber that is stain resistant.
You want me to just pour it on there?
Yep, you can just pour it right in there. Now, for one thing that this carpet's going to do, can you see what's happening? It's hardly even soaking in. Isn't that awesome?
That is. That's amazing. How does that work?
Well, resistors, but now look what's happening. It's disappearing. Look at that. What's happening is it's not soaking into the fiber, for one thing. It's going down through the back. Now, what you need to do to get this up, first of all, I'm going to let you do this. You take a white cloth or paper towel and do not rub, blot, never rub. Rub, frays, and wrecks, and
It's gone already.
look at that. Can you show everybody that? Now, when you continue to do that, you want to put a heavy book on there and press into that. And what that's going to do is it's going to soak up all of that Kool-Aid. And it's the same with red wine. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Is that fabulous? Now just think of all your little kids running around there spilling pop and Kool-Aid, and you won't have to worry about it. You can just blot it up. Well, floor to ceiling carpet one, we have a stain chart. So the next time you're in our store, ask for the stain chart remover. Easy for you to say and me. And it will tell you how to get certain stains out of your carpet, what to use, what not to use, quick little tips on taking care of your carpet. So Karen, I hope this helped you, that you will now have a super clean carpet with all them little kids running around, and that you won't have any fears on how to take care of it. And just want to thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Great, thank you. Thank you for being with us with Floor to Ceiling Carpet 1.